Good morning. We are live again on this Wednesday morning. I didn't get as much sleep as I would like, but we're going to paint because we got to get up and go. We got to get up and do things. Might as well get up and do things now. Only got one life to live. Might as well start it at 5 in the morning, right? First, I got to pour my coffee. Oh, look at there. How's it going? Let me see if I can get this coffee pouring. This is going to be some perfect coffee. There we go. All right. Um, I was thinking about how I would do this, and I got kind of excited last night because this is acrylic paint, and so I can put a little bit more water over it, and then I can let some dark blue kind of fade into it. So I don't know if that's something to be really excited about or not, but I got excited about it. So we're going to find out how this is going to work. Um, but I need a little bit of water. Right here. And, that's kind of a dirty bottle, dirty cup. I'm going to use a clean cup just in case. And then I've got this big old fat brush that I'm going to use. And I haven't been awake for very long, but I do feel a little bit energized. Didn't get much sleep. Oh, that coffee's good. I hope y'all have a cup of coffee. I hope you have some artwork in front of you that you can work on. I hope you have some Liquitex acrylic ink because this stuff is nice. I hope that the camera's not blurry. Alright. Here we go. We're going to put a lot of water like up here in the top. And then just let it flow. Oh, and I've got some over the limb. Oop. It's not flowing. I want it to flow more. Flow, blue paint. So we'll make it flow. Let's put some in this little section right here. And the idea is really just to kind of like not make it solid, but mottled. Kind of give it some atmosphere. Really, the idea is just to make it not one color of blue, but two. Let me me see how it does if I put ink directly in there. I'm going to go through and do the tree green as well. I don't feel like it's as sharp an image as it was earlier. Is it less sharp? Oh, it's definitely blurry now. What happened? Let me see what we can get going here. Now, because of the wrinkles in the paper, all of this water wants to run downhill and into this little area. And I kind of wanted it to be more closer to the top, but it's okay. I'm going to take what it gives me. How are y'all doing this morning? Raise your hand if you came back to see how the color is going on this Neurographica. That level of sharpness is not too bad, is it? Well, in my last episode, I talked about doing a Neurographica monoprint. And I got real close to starting it yesterday, but I did not want to do it off camera. I wanted to do it on camera, which means I have to take care of some of the video footage that I have already on my phone. So it may take a little bit longer than expected. Please be patient. Please hit that subscribe button and that bell. That way you will get notified when new videos come up and you won't miss it. Let's see what else could happen yesterday. We used, alright, so we've been making these benches. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but we've been making these benches at school where I teach, and Mr. Huffman, the shop teacher, his class made the benches, and we're painting the benches. And I kind of like the way they're turning out. We do have one bench that is totally, what do you call it? Totally Taylor Swift. A tribute to Taylor Swift. And not a fan of Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud on video. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's got right fine music, but not enough double bass pedal. Not enough double bass drum, if you know what I mean. Not enough guitar distortion. So I had 4 viewers a second ago, and I said I didn't like Taylor Swift. Now I got 3. Sorry about that. Mm, I'm sure they ducked out because I said I didn't like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's music is just fine. I just like my music a little bit harder, but I like a lot of music. Um, I like classical music. I like jazz music. I like uh, alternative and metal and grunge and emo and rap and like I like all kinds of music. I really do. So don't I don't know. I think people used to be a lot um, kind of narrow-minded about music when I was growing up in the '80s. If you liked metal, you couldn't like rap, and if you liked rap, you couldn't like country and all that. And genres have done a really good of crossing over. Like um, there have been rappers that have done sort of a country type song or guest starred on a country song or something like that. And there have been metal musicians who have invited rappers in, or rappers that have invited a metal sound. So if they can get along, why can't we get along, right? So I really do like a little bit of all kinds of music. Um, remember back in the '80s, there was a band that I listened to, and it was a metal band, and they had they had kind of a classical opening. That was really cool. You didn't come here to listen to music, though, did you? I think maybe I need to get a little bit more aggressive with this color. I'm just kind of like adding a little bit of dark blue, but not enough dark blue. I mean, I really want this to have some contrast. So I'm gonna do this last part up here, and then we're gonna really soup it up some. So this is more about like what I wanted right here. I wanted it to run and flow. We're just gonna start off with a lot of blue right here. Can you see it? I hate to move the camera because then it gets all finicky. Don't don't change focus on me, please. Yeah. All right, now let's go back up here with some of this dark blue and make it even darker at the top. Especially now that it's kind of dried up here, I can just brush it straight on and it'll stay a little bit more in place. Anyway, I forgot what I was telling you earlier. And the reason I was telling you. So the reason I was telling you about the benches is because the markers that I use to do this, the Zayar paint pen markers, I use the paint pen, the black paint pen. Um, they we utilized a white one to go on these benches that go outside, and it looked really, really good. We used it to outline some lettering that one of my students had done. And so I'm kind of excited about that. Excited that it looks good. Also excited that they use these paint pens, and I hope it holds up outdoors. These benches are going to go outdoors, and I really don't want to put any kind of a clear coat on these benches that are going outside, because if something happens and we have to fix them up, then we'll have a hard time fixing them up. So I'm really hoping that the acrylic paint and the house paint that we've used, sometimes mixed together, works out. If you've got any knowledge of house paint and acrylic paint mixed together, let me know. There we go. Look at that. Now, I think I'm going to leave the rest, this blue, and I'm going to do the tree in green. No. Well, okay. I really wish I had somebody to help me out here with color. I mean, at first I was thinking green for the tree, because trees have green leaves, but this tree doesn't have a trunk. I mean, doesn't have any leaves on it. Tell me in the thing below, what color should the trunk be? I'm now thinking a brownish color, or no, a grayish color. Or what if it was a my eyes are all glazed over. This is waterfall green, and totally separated. Oh, they shook up real good. What color? I don't think it should be waterfall green. I'm thinking gray. Oh, I do have this gray. And I know I can mix up like another gray. I don't want it to be too dark because it'll take away from the black lines on the tree. So let's just give this a try and see what happens. And we'll start off real, you know what, in fact we'll use this blue water that I've got right here. So maybe it'll be a blue-gray if the gray doesn't overpower it. So we're going to take, first of all, we're going to put the lid back on this ink before I spill it. And then we're going to take this, let's shake it up a little bit better. It is 5:31 in the morning. I hope, like me, you have a cup of coffee and a artwork in front of you to work on. Now, usually I paint in between every little section, but I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm just going to paint the whole thing and let it flow together. That blue is not very, I mean, that blue water is not very blue, which might be okay. Let's see how this gray looks. Up into there. This black, by the way, is a Zadar black paint pen, and the water is just running off of it. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but like I can look at it right here, and the water just like separates on there beautifully. which means that it is waterproof, which means that the benches that we did with this paint pen are going to survive outdoors, I think. Wonder how fade proof they will be. Some colors like red are notorious for fading. Alright, now let's get some gray. I got a lot of water here for this gray to run around in. Let's see what happens. This might have been a bad color choice. But that's a great thing about art, is we can fix it if we need to. We're not really going to know, I don't think, until it dries, how well it's going to like run off of the black, how well the black's going to show through where it doesn't run off. Um, Maybe not too bad. Maybe I should do. Uh, I don't think it looks great in the picture on the screen, but it looks pretty good in real life. Let's All right, we gotta be careful right there. There's a run of blue. In fact, let's get a. It's good to keep a paper towel close by, so you can get up spots like that. Probably no reason to get that one up because I was just about to run the gray into it. I think it needs. I think the gray needs some color. I have some sepia. Could put a little brown in it. But I don't see my sepia. Here's the. Oh, there it is. See, all you gotta do is call it. Here's sepia, sepia, sepia. All right. Also need. I'm gonna take this tray right here. It's kind of dirty, but I think all that paint's dry. So I'm gonna put. First, we gotta shake the sepia up. Drink some coffee while we shake it. Then we're gonna put a little sepia in the bowl. What happens if I just drop it in there? Boom. Nothing. It's just a dot. Take some of this gray. Put it with the sepia. Mix it up real good. I don't think there's enough gray, but let's see what happens. Alright, so I've saturated this so much and also put so much paint in here that it is now sticking to the black. The water just kind of ran off of it, which was really cool. But just drop some gray up in there. Let it run around and do different things in different places. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've obliterated my lines. How am I going to get those lines back? Because those were some pretty lines, weren't they? Well, we're going to blot it. Ooh, you know what? I got to be careful because not all of that is tree. Some of that is the circle behind the tree. I actually don't want to mess that up. I got very close to it. So I'm going to let this paint kind of soak in a little bit. but not too much. And I'm going to blot it to bring the lines back out. You may have just witnessed the ruining of a project. My paper towel should be closer to my desk. Let's see. Now you can see the lines again. You have a different color. Look, watch out the lines. Don't tell anybody. But also have like some blotted areas right here. And I'm wondering, do I want to leave those for texture or get rid of them? One way to figure it out is I like this area over here, which has less of this. I think I'll leave it though, because you want a variety of it here and there, right? That variety of. So let's keep going with this. This is some really watered down of the gray and sepia mixture. You may be wondering, why in the world did you choose those colors, Chad? Well, tell me that in the comments. Ask me. And if you ask me, I'll tell you why. Well, this might not be the whole world's cup of tea, but it's nice and it's quiet, and just a wonderful way to start the morning before I take my little girl on her walk. Oh, I hit the blue and it has crossed over into the brown. I think I might have just done it again. I kind of like that sepia a lot better up in here than I do the gray. So guess what we gotta do? We gotta go back here. We gotta get more of this. We gotta put it in down here. We're gonna saturate this paper. Saturate this drawing paper with some water, with some paint. So this is, as I was saying yesterday, probably this is just drawing paper. The day before I used Yugo paper, or the project before, and this one I'm using. You know what? I think I'm too worried about staying inside the lines. I mean, staying inside the lines is nice and all, but this is also a Neurographica. I feel like it needs more flow. It just needs more flow. So I'm not going to get too irritated if it goes outside the lines, if I'm getting irritated at it, then it's not art. It's not fun. Well, that's probably not true, but that's a blanket statement. But all right, so my sepia and gray mixture just ran out. Let's put a little bit more right here. Oh, looks like there's also some blue that is about to blend in, that has activated. Uh-oh, we got a whole new color here. Oh, I also got a drip. Look at that. Big old nasty drip right there. Why is my camera moving? Um, One mess up and a viewer leaves. Crazy. I'm just kidding. We have a mistake we gotta clean up. I'm gonna clean it up too much. I'm just gonna use it and drag it into this space over here. We're gonna even let that blue mix with it. We're gonna let the outside air into our world because we need oxygen. And if this thing fills with blue paint, like right, see that blue paint right there? I'm gonna go whoop, right past it and let my brown soak it up. And I'm not gonna worry about it. Well, actually, I'm gonna blot it a little bit. Probably make it worse. Yeah, that's not bad. How would you have done this differently? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? What colors would you have used? What colors should I have used? That, my friends, is almost the whole tree. I'll let that blue in there like that. Now, I'm going to take my paper towel. I'm going to blot that. Nice. Blot that. Blot that. Alright, something is just like messing with my camera. It's like sliding and slipping. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not staying in one place. Is that better? One of the strange things about this is I feel like what I'm seeing on my camera and what I'm actually seeing on my monitor are two different things. Just wanting to get a little bit of the excess color off, give it a little bit of texture. Some little puffy clouds in the background. Puffy cloud, puffy cloud. Now there's a little bit of a glare, I think, that you are having to contend with. Maybe not much. All right. Now, for right here, I want some yellow orange, maybe. This is process yellow, and I think it is too yellow. I don't know, maybe not. This is Indian yellow. That might be the one I want to use. This is brilliant yellow. This is more Indian yellow. Why do I have 2 containers of Indian yellow? Why do I have 2 containers of brilliant yellow? What about Naples yellow deep? It looks like a light yellow, like a yellow mixed with white. Yeah, that's a weird looking. I don't remember buying that yellow. Why is that so? That's not Naples yellow. I mean, I'm no color genius or anything. Now this right here is flame orange, but I feel like it's too orange. So what we're going to have to do is make it into a yellow orange. Now, I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but I've been using these peach cups. These are like little snack size peach cups. I've been using them to mix my paint in. You can't get that from Amazon. Well, you know what? You might can get them full of peaches at Amazon. All right, I'm going to put a drop of this orange in there. 2 drops, look at that. And I'm going to put 2 drops of this process yellow. Maybe 4 drops of it. So my medicine dropper is stuck. Well, that's not good. How do you unclog? Hey, look, to the thunk it. I've probably done this before. I have a paper clip. Goodness gracious, that thing was clogged good. We're going to sort of clean that out a little. I've probably done that before. That's why I had the paper clip already unfolded and everything. Shake it up again. Squish it. Drop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that one had some gunk in it. I squeezed some gunk out of the dropper. We're going to rinse our brush off in some dirty blue water. I don't like this part right here. It doesn't have enough of the brown on it. Let's get some of that. rinse that out real good. All right, and let's see what I can do. Let's see what this ends up looking like. Should be a yellow orange. It still looks pretty orangey. Imagine the orange is stronger than the white. I mean, it's stronger than the yellow. Here, we'll get a little bit of water. Who cares? Who cares? Well, my friends, this concludes the Tree of Life, Neurographica, at least for now. What do you think? How do you like it? Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I think that's it for now. I'm going to go for a short walk and have some breakfast and go to work. And see you tomorrow, I hope. Goodbye. Go make some art.